Now, what are you going to do about it? I mean, you know that it's true. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to just complain about it? If your goal is to just sit and complain about the problem, then just go ahead and hang up. Just go ahead and leave because you can just go back to your sad little reality where white people control your access to happiness and fulfilling your destiny. But if you want to solve the problem, well, the way to solve the problem is learn how to start your own stuff. If you learn how to start your own business, then you can walk away from whatever false opportunity they might have put in front of you and actually take your talent and go elsewhere with that and apply it in a way that's going to put food on the table and food in the mouths of your kids. So ultimately, I would say communications is a powerful tool, but I would supplement that with sales or maybe with entrepreneurship or just something that's going to put some more money in your pocket. Now, by the way, if you want to learn more about money in the Black Business School, we have a great program called Black Money 101. It's an introduction to the power of money. Right now, you can get 90% off lifetime access by going to blackmoney101.com. That's blackmoney101.com. Also, I put together a list of what I call canna stocks. Basically, there is what they call the green revolution right now. I don't know how many of you, give me a yes or no if you heard that they are working to legalize the legalize weed in America. If you know this, then you will know that there are certain companies you can invest in that will give you an opportunity to benefit from this development. So what I did was I put together a list of Dr. Boyce canna stocks, and you can get that free list. Just the link is in the bio of this video. So if you go to the bio of this video, you will find the canna stocks there. I'm going to try to put something on the screen so you can kind of see what the page should look like. Even though I'm probably going to get this wrong, I'm going to hit the wrong button or something. But anyway, there we go. Here we go. I'll show you the page. So this is the page that you'll see when you hit that link. And basically on that link, there is a list of stocks you can get that are canna stocks. So feel free to grab some of those. Somebody says, very true. Corporate life is not for the Black man. I agree with you, Tyrone. I learned, I got my dream job when I was 21 years old. And I thank God that I had this dream job because because that was when I started to learn the reality is that there's no such thing as a dream job. There's no such thing as a dream job. Nobody dreams about going to work every day. Nobody dreams about labor. If I have a dream, it's going to be I'm a dream about my sexy wife. If I'm dreaming about ice cream and private jets. If I'm having a dream, I'm dreaming about the things that men dream about, whatever that is. So pile of money and sexy women, whatever it is, right? But my wife might be listening, so I can't talk too much. But a job is not something I dream about. So I personally believe that the idea of a dream job is a complete myth. It's a complete myth. Seriously, there's nothing about going to work every day that is great. It's just sort of like a minimal amount of pain. It's sort of like your suffering's not as bad as everybody else's, but if you really spent your time that day doing what you really wanted to do, you'd be sleeping in, you'd be going to the movies, you'd be hanging out with your kids, right? And so ultimately, in this so-called dream job that I had, I went to General Electric Aircraft Engines Division in Lynn, Massachusetts, and they paid me lots of money and put me in a really nice fancy apartment in downtown Boston, which was very expensive. And I hated that job. I hated it. I didn't fit into the culture. I didn't understand what was going on. They didn't understand me. It was really tragically painful and stressful for everybody involved. So that taught me that maybe I wanted to do something. If I'd known then what I know now, I would have just become an entrepreneur. I would have just spent a whole year grinding my ass off to learn how to be the best business owner I could possibly be. And then I would have started a business with some family members and figured it out. I would have figured out how to sell something and make money. Instead, I became a professor because I wanted freedom. I wanted to be able to work from home. I wanted to be able to work on things I wanted to work on. And being a professor wasn't bad, but I wasn't able to get away from the bureaucracy of working for other people and also being a Black man in a white institution. That's really, really hard. I think it's really, really hard if you are a Black man with a strong Black identity being in a pretty white institution because they're forcing you to change who you are in order to fit in, and you're criminalized the minute you walk through the door. And that was just really tough. So I kind of think that the solution for most of us, especially brothers out here, learn how to start your own, and also make sure your sons and your daughters know how to do that too.